Hello. How's it going? I know this is another different game that we're playing, but this one I kind of couldn't not stream, right? For a couple of reasons. Because first of all, it's absolutely sick. Second of all, I am of course hooked on it. And thirdly, I wanted to share it with you, right? Because it's just an awesome game. It's really, really, really cool. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. This is like my third run. I've had two attempts. The first run was alright, as I was kind of learning it. The second run was really good. And we'll kind of just go through this. We'll play it. We'll do some learning. Introduce you to the mechanics, what's going on, kind of how it works, what's happening. And we'll just kind of go from there, really. But yeah, this game is like really, really cool. It's a roguelike kind of turn-based combat, Pokemon-ish kind of style as well. Kind of Slay the Spire Pokemon Fusion is kind of like the best way of putting it, but then I also always, like Sarah said the same thing, I was like, it's not Slay the Spire because it's not deck building, but it is kind of one of the easier ways of putting it, to kind of put it in a way that makes sense before you've even seen it. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm very excited to show you guys this, very excited to play more of it. If I get things wrong, I'm sure Smevis will be on hand to help correct me or clarify things, but yeah, let's just do it. It's a beautiful game as well. It's a very beautiful game. So you start your first run, you'll start off in the void. Once your first run's finished, you end up here, which is a hub world, where you can talk to people, get a bit more lore about what's going on, get a bit more understanding about what's going on. You know, there's NPCs that will give you some opportunities to upgrade yourself, so your next runs will be a little bit better. We unlocked this dude in the last run. So yeah, you just kind of get to talk to people, get an idea of what's going about. Gustavo's a capybara with some fun glasses. It's amazing. Yeah, and we'll just kind of see what's going on, right? And get prepared for what the next run's going to be. Which obviously, I have no idea what it's going to be. But yeah, this is it's a really pretty little place. Very pretty little place. So we shall just go around, see what the coup is. If you've got any questions, please ask. I'll do my best to answer. If I can't, then hopefully between me and Smevis, we might be able to give an answer in some form. Or we might be able to be like, haha, just watch. And the game will kind of answer that question for you. So yeah. Our guy's called Syriax. Are you looking to make a deal to stay, Syriax? Of course, as a provisional mayor of Pilgrim's Rest, that's the hub town that we're at, I will see to the lawful distribution of those Aether crystals, which is a resource that we get, as well as to your recognition as our benefactor. So Aether crystals are something we collect throughout the run. Aether crystals are what are used here in Pilgrim's Rest to be able to upgrade permanent things, soulbind your monsters and other little bits. It's your general currency for the run. So yeah, we can spend a little bit. We've got 381. So memento start. Memento is basically what your Pokeball is. A blank memento is what lets you capture the monsters for you to be able to use on your run. After the last run that I had, this is pretty fat, so I'm definitely going to buy this because I would very much like to have one of those on me straight away. I'm not mega bothered about gold. I've not really found anything I've come across yet where I've like been strapped for cash, so I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to keep this extra 231 that I've got for now, because as I said, we're going to have to talk to other people. There's a cat down here. I love this cat. This cat's wonderful. Doesn't say anything, just hisses at me or growls at me, and then I back away from it, and then it normally it ducks down and then it waves. I love that cat so much. It's great. I've not found anything to do with this tent yet, apart from we just go in it. And there's not much else that I've seen yet over this way about the rest of the town. Oh yeah, there's Lily. Forgot about Lily. Hello Lily. None of people know about Pilgrim's Rest? No, they don't, but we know about it, and so do people in chat. So more people than we expect, which is pretty good. Right, let's establish a soul bond. So, if you wish to establish a soul bond with any of your monsters, you only need to have this memento to do so, which we've got a few. Soul bond allows you to start a specific monster for any of your future runs. So basically, You know, like when we've been playing Pokemon Emerald Rogue? For those who've watched those videos or know what that's about. It's like when we catch one of those in the starting area, we can then take it on a run, right?
Somebody say...
Yo!
Prime!
Carnus, dude, thank you so much for the 16 months of Prime, dude. I appreciate it. You should play this game. You'd like this game. This game is very, very sick. Okay, I've not even tried Ooze yet. But Ooze is pretty cool. So, on action, applies 2 poison to self. Whenever poison triggers on this monster, enemies also take damage from it. It's a pretty nasty thing, because it starts to, like, get out of hand. We have Grimer at home, yeah, we do. But this thing can, like, get pretty out of hand. I'm going to grab it. I might try a run with it and see how we do. Because we got to try all the monsters, right? Hector, where is that blasted fool who was supposed to be here several minutes ago? I suppose that's another bust for the Void Expedition. Hector, give me your peas, bro. I'll take your money. I'll do the Void Expedition. I'm going there anyway. And this is Alioth. Alioth is another Aethermancer. She's the only other Aethermancer we've come across. But they're just chilling here in the hub and they'll give us some pretty cool upgrades, right? So yeah, let's see what Alioth has got for us. Let's perform Aethermancer enhancement. Ah yeah, so we can upgrade stuff to do with us as a character, which is pretty sick. It's pretty sick. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. That's always useful. You like that it's grime and shiny? You think that was deliberate? It's pretty cool, right? Like it's just a cool looking design. It feels more appropriate, I think, being green as a poison thing than a purple poison thing. It just feels more right, you know. Right, so we can't go anywhere else yet. So all we can really do at this point is just get into a run. It's very pretty. This game really is so pretty. But let's do it. Let's give it a go. So we get to pick. We get to pick who we're going to start with. I have managed to memento all these dudes from our first run. So we've got Minakawa, which is basically Corviknight. But yeah, there's four elements that your monsters will have, which is fire, wind, earth, and water. And then you get their types. So this is psychic, dodge, force. This is tank, weakness, purge, sidekick, power, heal, aether, power, tank, burn, and dodge, and poison, tank, and affliction. And they're all different things, but like you get your main kind of archetypes. If you've got a heal, you get a tank, so someone who's going to obviously try and take a lot of damage. Then you get sidekick, who's someone who's going to attack when your mons attack, and then a bunch of other little details, right? I've only got 2 that have got worthiness more than 1, but this is all stuff we'll get into. Well, if it does damage, if it's any type, yeah, which is very, very cool. Which is very, very cool. I think we're going to try Ooze. I feel like I just want to give it a go, as it's the one we've just like unlocked on stream together. We'll give it a nickname. Why not? Does anyone want to nickname Ooze? Anyone want to feel like they want to get emotionally connected to this thing before we start? It's such a weird looking thing, but it looks great. I really, really like it. Oh god. Alright. Fucking George. Bloody George. George brought us an incredibly incorrect delivery order earlier. And tried to give me a giant bag of onions. And as I stood there and looked at him and went, I did not order that. And he went, did you not? And I was like, no. And then he just gave me 2 other bags of shopping and then walked off. Was kind of chaotic. And I'm still not really sure what happened. But hey, it's all good. Right, we can get another one for the party. I forgot we can get another dude straight away for our team. So this is kind of like the 3 that we get picked from. We got Grimoire. I love Grimoire. I used Grimoire in my last run. Grimoire goes nuts. Wormling is also really, really good. Wormling is just all about heals is very, very good for keeping the team alive. But I've not tried Mephisto. Mephisto was another one that I got on the last run. Just look how sick it looks. And its types is Affliction, Terror, and Burn. So this thing is just heinous by the looks of it. And I'm kind of all for it. So its signature trait is Schadenfreude. Aura. The first ally and the first enemy that use an action each turn get 2 Terror or 2 Burn applied to them. This monster gains +1 damage and +6 evasion for every 10 debuff stacks among all monsters in combat. That's kind of sick. Sudden Splash. 3 times 2 water damage against target enemy. Applies 2 Terror to random enemy and random ally. 3 times 3 damage against target enemy. Applies 2 burns to target enemy. Okay. Cool. This is pretty sick. I think we'll go with this. Because, yeah, as Smith just said, I think this is going to synergize pretty... It's going to be pretty cool. It's an affliction. Well, yeah, it is an affliction, yeah. Anyone want to nickname Mephisto? It's definitely named after fucking cats, isn't it? Which is just... Makes me like Percy. Alright, Percy's good. No one in Cats is called Percy, so I'm fine with that. Horgan Borgenson. If I remember, Lou, we'll call the next one Horgan Borgenson, right? Because that's a 10 out of 10 name. Ah, yes. This is the cook. Afraid to ask, but I'll do it anyway. What are you doing here in the void, man? That's a bulldog name. Horgan Borgenson the bulldog. What's that supposed to mean? Don't it look like I can defend myself? I mean, you got a rolling pin and a big ass spoon. You could. You totally could. Well, the end of the world has come crawling up to our doorstep, and it's not like I'm getting a lot of customers right now either. So I'm doing whatever I can to help deal with this whole void business. So, random XP at the cost of 7 corruption. So corruption is an interesting little thing. It's a mechanic where the amount of corruption that you have means that your monster starts with that much less max HP at the start of a fight. So if we've got 35 HP but we get 7 corruption, we'll start a fight with 28 HP. We can get rid of corruption. The whole point of one of the whole points of the game, one of the whole central themes is trying to manage that. So you're trying to juggle between how much corruption you get and trying to keep yourself alive. Yeah, it's fun, but it's difficult. Every time you get hit, the enemy applies it to you. Yes. Unless you can dodge or shield it, then yeah. You are going to constantly keep getting corruption built upon you. There's one guy that we've had in one run, which was Shambler, I think it was called, who has a lot of redirection, so it takes a lot of hits, so it gets a lot of corruption dealt upon it. But let's... yeah, let's go with this. We'll go with Percy, I think. Actually, no, I can see he's got more health, right? 45, 35. Okay, so probably best for George to take it. Yeah, you can end up starting fights like super low. I mean, I know both me and you have had like nearly 30 to 40 corruption at a time on some monsters, and it's like, oh, this is fine. We'll live this probably. Yes, who's his main trait? We did read it. It's like Pokemon's. Kind of. It's like Slay the Spire meets Pokemon. But there's a lot of different things at play. It's not as straightforward as Pokemon. But there is the central mechanic of like, you will capture monsters to bring them onto your team. Poke the Spire, yeah. Yeah, kinda. It is kind of like that. So, new trait. Traits are like kind of, I guess the way that I kind of look at it is traits are kind of like passives, I guess. You'll get attacks that you can learn, and then you get traits that you can kind of learn. I think that's kind of like the easiest way of putting it in my brain, but I don't know if that's necessarily the correct way of putting it. some kind of like automatically apply, and then yeah, it's. I've not wrapped my head around it entirely yet, but there's a lot of cool things that you can get with like your builds. You can make your monsters definitely very. Yeah, it's a way. I don't really know how to explain it. Hold on the tooltips. Right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, okay. So yeah, poison on enemies with terror does wild damage and deals 1 extra damage for every 3 terror stacks on the enemy. So that's pretty sick. Poison at the start of the turn, this monster takes X earth damage, then consumes a stack. X equals the amount of stacks, which is pretty standard. That's, you know, like the same as if you do, you put poison on things in Slay the Spire. You know, it's going to take 8, and the next turn it'll lose a stacks and then take 7 damage. Such kind of thing. Aura. This trait affects all allies or enemies at once. You cannot have more than one of the same aura trait in your party. Wild damage. This damage counts as all 4 elements. Yeah, that's fine. Terror. The first hit of an incoming attack deals 1 additional damage for each stack of terror. It's converted into wild damage and consumes half of those stacks rounded up. So yeah, we kind of want to have something here. I'm not really sure what's going to be best, but whenever poison triggers on enemy, apply poison to all enemies. I do always like that. I love poison damage and the way that it just ticks. It's something that I love a poison build on anything. I really do. Like, just dot damage is always useful. It's always useful. Peak performance is pretty good. But that fear toxin as well does seem like it could go. I'm going to go with this for now. We're going to take plague. And, right. Let's start getting some stuff. Yeah, exactly. Right, so this is going to be our first fight. Now, what this is when you see monsters, you'll see like this bar, this level 1 bar, that's filling up because the monster's seen you. If that bar fills up, then the monster gets a chance to attack you, and you can parry it. But what happens is if you press space when the monster sees you at this point, then essentially you get a chance to do essentially like a surprise attack, and the aura is it aura, I guess, at this point, where it's like the 3-1. You can drop their stacks of I think that's technically aura, because when you drop that to 0, they stagger. So if you want to do this at every opportunity that you can, you want to try and take out as much as that, because if they stagger, they can't take an action, right? So, for instance, now, I also do apologise if I use the wrong terms for things. I'm still learning what everything's necessarily called, but so if you look, if you follow my mouse, here you can see it's now down to 1. It would have been at 3 if we hadn't done the surprise attack, but now it's down to 1. Where it's down to 1, we want to try and hit it for something that's going to reduce it to 0. So Toxic Slash, that's going to put it to 0, which means the enemies are going to stagger. No, I've not used controller for this. I just started using mouse and keyboard, and that's just kind of what I've stuck with. So that's just what I'm running with. Yeah, on Mephisto, or sorry, on Percy, Sudden Splash will do 3 damage to whatever this thing is up here. But for now, we'll do Toxic Slash. We'll stagger this. Happy days. And then here we can do the Sudden Splash. I mean, it's either that or we can just go do some big damage. Oh, we can't yet because I haven't got enough Aether for it. So we'll just Sudden Splash, get this down to 1. There we go, yeah. Thank you for explaining that better than I can. I'm just not the smartest. But yeah, because it's got Water Aura, that's Water Aether. You hit it with Water moves and drop that to 0, then it's going to stagger. Which is, yeah, easiest way of putting it. Now we want to kill this dude down here, so we're just going to do that. Toxic Slash, get rid of it. Happy days. And then we can Sudden Splash this thing again and get this killed. There's the stagger. When enemies are in stagger, they take 50% more damage as well. So initially you saw that first hit would have only been 5. It wasn't going to kill, but as soon as we put it in stagger range, it took 50% more damage, which meant it then died. So yeah. At the end of each fight, You get XP, which on this is counted as worthiness. You get detailed kind of information about what it is, which is pretty cool. Seeing how much, you know, things are kind of stacking throughout. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're looking good after that first fight. And we got a monster soul. Got a monster soul? Okay. But as you can see, George is at 6 corruption because we took that XP at the start, which meant he got 7 corruption, but now we're down to 6 for some reason. Ooze is weird. You have to poison yourself as much as possible. End of each turn launches a wave of poison and does more damage the more poisoned you are. Yeah, it is strange. It's a pretty cool trade-off, but it is, you got to play it well. Yeah, let's get Percy a water affinity perk. Let's go with that. And then we got these dudes here. We wanna try and stagger the chicken, because we've used this chicken. The chicken is a tank, so we want to try and stop it doing its thing, which we can do with ignite. So we're just gonna stagger that straight away. The other thing is definitely fucking dangerous, but the chicken can be a real pain if we just don't get rid of it quick. Alright. Good damage, good poison. I haven't got any earth moves, so I can't do anything to stagger this thing. We've just got to hit it like a damn train every turn and just kick off. Nice. Good poison. Good kill. Lovely. But that's the good thing about having the poison as a passive. Like, we're going to do extra damage even if we don't have the ability to stagger. You know, we should be able to just build up a good amount of stuff and get some really good passive damage in over time. Okay, so George. What has George got? Shield self for 2 times 7. Applies redirect to self. Triggers poison on all enemies. This is very good. I do like this. We shield ourselves for up to 14 damage and it applies redirect to self, so which means that we'll take the hit. But with 14 shield, we're not, in theory, really going to take a lot of damage. And to retaliate, triggering poison on all enemies is actually, like, kind of fucking nuts. Which is kind of crazy. That's also really good as a free action. Cleanses 3 debuffs from all allies. Cleanses 1 corruption from allies on first use each combat. As I said, like, corruption being the thing that stops us having max HP going into fights. So being able to cleanse at least one of those is very useful. And cleanses up to 6 debuff stacks from this monster to deal 5 damage to target enemy for every stack cleanse. That could also definitely be really good, but I want poison and tank for sure. That to me feels very fun. Now this mush, what are we saying on here? Whenever this monster deals wild damage, that bottom one though, I know, but for now I want to go with the poison thing and just keep trying to trigger that as much as possible, because I can't like keep guaranteeing that I'm going to have Aether right now that's going to be able to, you know, like stagger everything. So I just feel like if I can take hits and trigger poison back, then yeah. But it's fine. Things are going to pop up. We'll get a chance to get it again, I'm sure. I believe. I believe in the heart of the cards. And if we can get both going, then we are absolutely cooking, right? Whenever this monster deals wild damage to an enemy, cleanse 3 debuffs for self and apply them to that enemy. That's pretty sick. Terror application +1 at the start of your turn generates wild Aether for every enemy with 5 or more terror. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Whenever burn triggers on an enemy, applies burn to the enemy with the lowest amount of burn. That's also pretty good. When a monster could use Aether to use an action or gets interrupted, deals X fire damage to it. X equals the amount of stacks. Burn can be really, really good as well. Burn can be really, really good. Like, burn and poison stacks together can be really great, actually, thinking about it, but I don't know. I like this. But I really like this. We're going to go with Cosmic Horror. We'll see how it plays out. Gained armor. Ooh, let's start 2 shields for self. Give you just a little bit more survivability. Get ourselves a little bit of gold. Yeah, burn triggers when they try and do anything. So it's pretty good for that to stack with poison stuff. Get ourselves a little bit more gold. Right, night, loot drop rare, random NPC. Let's go see the night. Let's go see what happens here. We can't... Oh, hello. Yes, we can. Okay, now, I love these dudes. All 3 of these, I love. They're just really cool. We've got to... I'm gonna go Grimoire. Grimoire just goes fucking nuts. And it's such a sick design. Like, they're all sick designs. Everything looks amazing. But Grimoire, I had so much fun with last run. I've got to bring him to the team. Just got to do it. On attack. Consumes up to 1 wild aphid to deal a 7 wild damage hit and purge 1 enemy aphid. That's pretty good. So purging enemy aphid basically means you're stealing them off the enemy, so it makes them harder for them to trigger certain actions. Which is very, very cool. For every 3 fire aphid consumed by allies, applies burn to all enemies. Not using a lot of fire though. For every 4 burn applied. But I'm not... I mean, I might be able to with certain moves actually apply burn. It's possible to make a purge-based team that watch the enemy do basic stats because they have no aphid. Yeah, which is pretty crazy, right? You're just taking everything in there, just going, nope. Let's go with it. I've not done something like that yet, so let's go with it. Dude, I'm already very happy with this team. Very, very happy with this team already. They're so cool. Alright, let's chat to the knight. What are you saying, bud? Imagine my sock, T-Rex. When I first arrived here and found the entire fractured ruins lost inside the void. Not only that, but the void also threatens all of the good people of Pilgrim's Rest. Maybe even Terraste itself. I'm not sure. But I know that I will put a stop to it. Are you sure? It's quite dangerous to be inside the void. Even though you're much more resistant to aether poisoning than humans, the void still dismantles your body the longer you stand in it, especially the deeper you go. It's best to support from outside, or at most from the void's outer radius. Nonsense! Us monsterkin are tougher than you might think, especially me. I don't fear the void. The void should fear me! My sense of heroism doesn't allow me to sit by idly. Also, I don't want to miss out on an opportunity to see the fractured ruins as well as the monster deities. Which is fair enough. But let's pick some equipment. Oh, I do like the ocarina. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 20% chance to apply another stack of the same buff. Cannot trigger with itself. Yeah, but I like the healing. I do like the healing. We'll go with this. We'll go healing on you. Just because you are going to be out there taking a lot of hits. So... and hopefully having like a lot of poison and stuff. So... here's a fun little thing. You get high ground. So... high ground means that we do 3 aether damage to start a fight instead of 2. Which is pretty good. So... let's get the high ground on the cockatrice. And see if we can stagger it straight away. And have it not really cause any problems off the bat. We can. We can use Ignite on it. Love that. Just kind of want to get this thing as done as possible. But yeah, that's kind of this game. And it just... as these things do, they just go and go and stack and stack. Your team gets stronger and your mons get stronger as you level up and you find better equipment. But obviously the fights get a lot harder. There's a lot more crazy stuff that ends up happening. So we just gotta be on the go, right? Heal all allies for 18. Apply 2 poisons to all allies. That's crazy. Let's do that. There's 3 biomes and tough bosses, yeah. Yeah, there's 3 places to go through, and things get difficult, man. Things hit like a fucking train. It gets scary. You can feel really good about a run, and then you come across one fight, and the one fight just goes, well, unfortunately, we're just gonna like one-shot everything that you got, and it's pretty disgusting. No. You leave my Hellcat alone. Dude, the stagger off of that though, god damn. So this should be a lot of poison damage right at the end of the round. I mean, we're just going to murder this dude. But like this guy at top should take a lot of poison damage. Not that it matters, because like that stagger and that hit, god damn. It's good, right? Grimoire feels like it's going to do some absolute bits. And it feels like we're in a position where like we're going to get some really good tempo in fights straight away. Especially the fact that like we've got the chance to heal. We've got the chance to get some really good like tanky stuff going on. It feels good straight away. But obviously we're still learning. We're very, very much still learning. Big sword. Big heckin' sword. Ah, another fight. We'll high ground that. So yeah, this game, honestly, this game is so sick. Just get that stagger in straight away. If I can get him off the field, I want to get it off the field. Yeah, there's not really anything I've found yet that I don't like about this game. It's in early access as well. It's currently 10% off on Steam. I think I picked it up today for like 16 quid. Obviously, they're going to keep adding updates and fixes and that kind of stuff. Like, it's only going to get better. We'll take the shield and do that. See if we can get rid of... we should really water and try and stagger it like this. And Grimoire... What are you saying, Grimoire? You stagger it. This should now die to poison, right? Excellent. It might not. Close. But we can now heal, put poison on everyone, and then we can get ourselves a nice simple kill. Yeah, Grimoire still in that Aether is honestly so good. Plus the fact of like, it just hits like a goddamn train. The burn stacks that are going on, along with the terror going on, along with the poison going on, like we're looking decent. I know it's early doors, but like, yeah, like with the amount of poison, but then like we can shield ourselves, we can put ourselves in front to, you know, tank damage, and then we can heal ourselves for pretty decent amounts. Like, yeah, George is kind of going nuts, man. Like, ooh. Converts one random Aether into wild Aether. Well, why the fuck not, mate? That would be very literally rude not to. Well, if you told me there are shinies, I did think to myself, is that going to be a thing? I genuinely wondered if that was going to be a thing. And then I thought, no, don't let yourself dream. But that's kind of sick. What are you saying? Hello? Jack. Whoa, that's some disguise you got there, pal. I don't have a disguise. I'm really an Aethermancer. Ha, good one. Around here, people call me Sly Dog Jack, but you can just call me Jack. I'm serious. What are you doing here? I figured I'd scope out the place, look if I could find some safe zones, you know? Then I'll offer guided tours to the rooms. Call it something like Horrors of the Void. You want in? I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, the void's kind of shifting. That's coming from me. That path behind you seems straightforward, though. I'll be heading that way then, alright? By rescuing this character, you and your monsters have formed a bond to Pilgrim's Rest. Ooh, 2 corruption cleanse. Love that. More dudes to fight. Hell yeah. More XP. You love that. So, same kind of thing. Let's murk this chicken. Okay. We'll do this turn 1. Dude, it's so good. Let's get some fat damage in. But yeah, that's the gist of this game. I really hope people are like interested in this and are looking at this thinking like, yeah, this is actually like really cool. This is a bit of me. Because I would definitely love more people to play this. Like this game is fascinating to me, honestly. Murder the chicken. Get it going. Dude, that's such fat damage, like, already. Like, what on earth? What are we playing at, you know? And yeah, I hope, I hope people are interested. Like, no. Oh my god, that's so much poison and terror. But that's fine. That's totally fine. Because we can just do a big fat heal. It's a big stack of poison, but that's okay. And I can kill this thing that's going to go for Grimoire. It's got burn on it, so it should die like this turn, right? Because it's going to take the burn action before it moves. Yeah, sick. Nice. But yeah, how is everyone doing? Is everyone doing alright? Has everyone had a good weekend? Affliction applies X debuff stacks randomly chosen among the debuffs that could be applied by monsters in your party. I do love Burn Wave. I do also love that. Cleanses 1 corruption from allies all on first. And it's a free action. Which is pretty nice. But the cleansing of the debuffs I don't really want to do, right? Because I don't really want to be getting rid of poison. This team is vile. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. This feels really good. This team feels really, really good. Burn Wave is sick. Right. Purges 2 enemy Aether. On interrupt, applies 3 burns to all enemies. 1 times 9 earth damage against target enemy. Consumes all earth Aether. Plus 4 damage, plus 1 poise damage each. 3 times 4 water/fire damage against the enemy. Purges 2 enemy Aether if target has burn. Otherwise applies 3 burn. Dude, it's like first or second, right? But like the purging of the Aether is just so fucking good. I gotta take it. I gotta take that. 1 skill reroll. Oh, baby. Also, your monster's type determines which Aether is generated each turn. So if you want to start with lots of fire Aether to use a high fire cost ability, you want 2 monsters to generate. Yeah. That makes sense. That very much makes sense. I'm gonna start getting to that point. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna start getting to that point where I start understanding and getting the build composition based off that. But at the moment, we're just slowly trying to figure out what we're saying. I'm gonna go Envoy. I feel like I've gone Envoy a few times and then never understood what it really wants. Cockatrice or Wormling? I don't need either, but... Ah, right, okay. So you got yourself a Grimoire. Truly perfect for expediting planning your strategy and unleashing powerful actions. A great choice indeed. I myself do quite enjoy its advantages as well. I do like it. Heroic Horn. Power to target ally. Choose all your oath and then generate 7. I'm going to go with this. I never touched that one before. But... Ooh, challenge. Elemental challenge said it's up to the gods themselves when we pass it unscathed. Come on, George. You can do it. Yeah, let's go, George, dude. 100 worthiness is so good. Plus, the XP gets you to level 4 already. Like, that's crazy. Debuff still 4 more damage against enemies. Holy shit. Poison on enemies with terror does wild damage, deals 1 extra damage every 3 terror stacks. For every 8 debuffs applied to allies, generates wild Aether. Oh, dude, like, all of these kind of bang. Yeah, you want worthiness because it's literally, it's leveling up, right? And it gives you more passives, it makes your monsters better, so the effects snowball with using them. I've only got one that's at level 3 worthiness, and it's already pretty nuts. This is kind of crazy. What do we reckon? I think all of these are pretty good. I don't think we can go wrong. Debuffs deal 4 more damage against enemies. And it says, like... Dude, or do we go with this? I don't know how much terror we're stacking. I've not paid attention. So I don't really know. I'll go with this for now. Super worth, though. Got a real good value out of this so far, which is fucking awesome. Right. Let's try and take out one of these wormlings pretty quick, because these can be a bit of a pest. Okay, we can just stagger this one straight away, so let's just do that. We've got Terror and Burn applied straight away, which is very, very good. We can do fat damage. My god, that damage is insane, dude. We can just kill this straight away without even having to use anything that takes up any Aether, so... yeah, just basic attack, get it done. Nice. If anything takes a lot of damage, obviously we can heal everyone up to full pretty quick, which is nice, because we can just hit this, apply poison to everyone, but be at top stats. Right. That applies poison to ooze too. Yes. Dude, like, crazy. Just kill it. Burn wave. Burn wave's so good. That's just so much damage, like. This team feels great. It's a glass cannon team that debuffs itself. Yeah, it's weird, but it feels like really good. Because it feels like because of the way that, like, you know, George is able to put shields up. Oh, I do like that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, like you can kind of set yourself up to know you're going to survive a turn, but then at the first opportunity, then just like nuke. It's pretty good. It's a really good feeling. This team feels really nice, and hopefully it's only going to just like keep stacking and get fatter, right? Like. Probably should make sure I heal everyone turn one at this point. Why have shields and healing if enemies are dead? I mean, that is true. Damn. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, what is Grim doing, man? That's crazy. It's just crazy. Slime just sitting here just doing nutty things for no reason, though. Like... But even Mephisto then, like, that's a lot of damage, man. They're so dead, though. 17 poison damage, dude. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy. A soul lantern, a resting place for roaming souls. The monster can integrate here to construct a main and more across the factory ruins. Release a soul to grant +5 health to a monster to take a soul. We'll release one. Who's got the least health? It's Grim, right? It is indeed Grim. So let's give Grim some more HP. Yeah, for sure. It does feel that same kind of way, and I know sometimes I probably should do it. So yeah, that's a fair point. I will consider that. Let's go merchant. We'll go merchant. I'm sorry if those are yours. Try to close the void, eh? If at all possible, yes. Why? There are some who believe the void to be sacred and who would certainly try to hinder your progress. Not us, though. The way we see it, the void's just a byproduct of something bigger that happened in the fractured ruins. As a concerned party, we're interested to see what will happen next. Me too. Don't need to lock in that much yet. No, I know, but that doesn't matter. It's like there's no need like to worry about. It's a good habit to have. Do you know what I mean? As a child of soul, is certain you have a big role to play in this. That's why you've been following me. Exactly. Something big must happen around you sooner or later. We just know it. Right. Let's have a look. Had to go George, didn't it? Right. I'm not going to take any of these. I like the equipment and the things that we've got and what we're doing. Feels pretty good. Okay, we got a big fight. We got a big fight. This is the first boss. Let's see how we do. Yeah, I should have got over my ground. Alright, let's just heal, make sure that everyone's at full whack. I don't want to lose a guy in this fight, but I do have a horrible feeling that I genuinely might. Maybe I should go water. I ain't got to worry about that yet. Right. That's fine. Okay. That's not too bad. We didn't take that much damage. That's good. Got Echo coming into mid. Might as well do this. I can see. Well, I mean, I can see it aiming at. Right? He's aiming at the top two. Yeah, we're fine. It's top and bottom. Oh, is it? Okay. Well, that's fine. He's going to stagger this turn anyway, so he'll lose one action, which is something. But then if it's arrows, red arrows, okay. But if he's doing that, then yeah, the redirect is going to be fine because it's going into slime. So that worked out like super well. And now I can just heal, put more poison on everyone. More terror. We just go all out, right? Really, I should probably be making a point of trying to do as much damage as possible with Grim. Dude, Grim's doing... Dude, like, look, that's basic attack. Basic attack is doing so much damage. Crazy. Right. Heal again. What are we saying, Grim? Because you got full of Aether. Unleash Tome as a free action. Dude, like, I can nearly kill him just from this. So I might as well do the free action. Oh, the free action just kills him anyway. Okay, sure. Sure, Grim. Sure. Madness. Like, yeah, literally robs all his Aether. Like, dude, what are you playing at? Holy. Poison damage +1. That's sick. Look at that, dude. 51 damage, that was +5. Damage healed, 33 worthiness. Boss bonus, 30s for everyone. Aether generated, +10. Actions prevented. Actions prevented? Dude, what are you doing? These guys are, like, this team, dude. This team is just so good. Terror application +1. At the start of your turn, deals a wild damage hit with 9 damage to all enemies with 5 or more terror. Oh my lord. Whenever an ally reaches 4 debuff stacks, applies power and shields them for 4. That's also pretty crazy. Triggers up to once per monster per combat. Whenever an enemy gets attacked for the second time in the same turn, triggers burn. Kind of want that first one. That first one seems nutty. I don't know if that's just me. That first one seems like genuinely just kind of mad. Yeah, I'm going with it. Now, what are you saying, you lunatic? Whenever burn triggers an enemy, applies burn to the enemy with the lowest amount. On attack, consumes up to 1 fire Aether to do a 5 fire damage hit and apply 3 burn to target enemy. Jokes. At the end of your turn, triggers burn on each enemy 3 or more burn and applies 3 burn to this monster for each one. Dude, what is Grimoire playing at, man? Like, he's so aggressive. He just loves it. I think a lot of enemies have been getting like 3 burn though, right? So we can just, we'll go with that because I think we can get a lot out of that. You want an ally that removes, do you? I mean, if I've clicked the wrong thing, I've clicked the wrong thing, and that's alright. We're learning. If you apply a ton of burn to yourself, it wasn't to myself though, was it? Or was it? I might be being thick. Percy's got so much corruption. Dear Lord. I mean, not anymore, but like he's still's got a lot. Yeah, at the end of your turn, triggers burn on each enemy with 3 or more burn and applies 3 burn to this monster for each one. I thought that's for the one that it's targeting, right? Might not be. I might be misinterpreting that. We'll learn by doing. It's okay. I thought it was for the one that it was hitting. That's the way that I interpreted that. But again, I could be wrong, and we'll learn by doing. That's okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Of course, but around here they're better known as the Cult Void. Yeah, it sounds concerning. It's fine. Just give us stuff. 70% chance for hit +1. Converts the element of the first hit. Each attack until. Dude, the XP always goes to George, man. Envoy, loot drop, epic, knight. Let's go knight. Right, we are into biome 2. We are officially in the mid game. Make sure you read the grey text and it's arguing more important than the actual effect. Okay, cool. Duly noted. Appreciate that. Beware, Sirix. This environment is truly treacherous. It is. There are even more monsters hiding among the statues. One of them pounced and hit you on the... So we're quite dizzy from that encounter. Evasion plus 20%, which is very good. At start combat applies 1 temporary power to self. On hit, 20%, 25% chance to employ. Oh, I do love the Ocarina. Basic attack generate 1 additional Earth Aether. At start of each combat, shields self for 5. Yeah. I can't not take this, right? Nice. Good void parry. Right. We know what Grimoire is capable of. We need to deal with it, probably. Okay, we can. Huge stagger off the bat. Ah, right, the bottom one. I should have grabbed that this turn then. Oh, I still can. Nice. Sick. Right, we've caught a new monster. That's hype. So yeah, monsters have to be staggered and then you can catch them. Otherwise, it is a bit of a no-go. Not going to be able to do it otherwise, but that's all good. I'm glad we managed to get it. Burn wave. If I can stagger this bat so it's not going to... Oh, okay. I'm not going to be able to stagger it, but its redirect is going to just hit Slime Dude anyway, so we're fine. We're all good. Nice. Dude, what just happened? Like... Crazy. Poison burn combo kind of good. It do kind of be doing the things, right? Single attack a target applies weakness, terror hit plus 25% chance to apply terror is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that. I feel like I've not evaded anything yet. I know it's only 5%, but oh, I don't know what you are. Oh, you're a Grimoire, okay. I couldn't tell. But it means this thing needs to fucking die. So... Have I caught the Chef Man? No, I've not caught the Chef Man. I would like to catch the Chef Man. To be fair. But if we can deal with the other things first, then we'll get the Chef Man. Do you know what I mean? Really good stagger. Take all that Aether. That's a lot of damage. Definitely need to do the Healy Boy this turn. Sick. Yeah, just go for middle and top. Percy's just like genuinely just putting so much pressure out there, like it's pretty nuts. If I can deal with this thing up top, that's kind of what I would like to do. Right, now hopefully I mean, because Grim, what are you doing with that damage? Good lord. Hopefully this thing dies now before it can attack Percy. Yeah, because of the burn. Basic attack on you, that's fine. Now let's try and just stagger this thing so I can maybe capture it. Because I should have 2 left, and then I want to try and save one for the end boss. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Yeah, my damage is literally 2 nuts. Like, I don't think I can do it. Ah, well. There are worse things, right? There are worse situations. Dude, this team is crazy. Talisman. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 20% chance to apply another sack of the same buff. Actions that apply terror apply 1 additional terror. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? All day. Hello. Karam. I'm Karam. I heard the monsters in the void were scary, but honestly, I guess I'm just built different. What a guy. Wait, what the heck are you? I'm just an Aethermancer. I'm Syriax. Whoa, give me a kind of jump there. Can you do me a solid, though? Can you tell me the way back to Pilgrim's Rest? Not that I'm spooked or anything. I'll knock some sense to those monsters over there, and then I'll head back. I'll do it. It's fine. By the way, do you think Gustavo will send us some of that warm tea? I reckon so. Probably if you ask him nicely at the moment, you know? Alright. Let's press onwards. Yeah, I want the chance to stagger this, so I want the chance to catch it. You can fast travel. You can fast travel, but I don't know. I always like the running around. Okay, I can stagger it. Nice! Hang on. I can get the floor boss. I've got another one as well. I won't need 2 for the floor boss. I've still got another one. I wouldn't have done it otherwise, but I knew I was good. Applies 5 terror. Crazy. Oh, dude, no, don't let Grim die. He's attacking all 3 at the front. Chef's not doing anything, he's doing Percy. So we'll heal. I don't think I can stagger. I know, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't think I can though. Oh, I can. Nice! Dude, what a fucking round. Really good turn. Oh, I should have healed. Mad. Dude, like, look at that. At the start of combat, applies 2 redirect and shield cell for 6. Like, oh, dude. At the start of your turn, cleanses 2 debuffs from each ally. Whenever a debuff is cleansed, shields them for 2. Which is good, but, like, it just feels like Taunt is the one. I can buff George so much at the start of a turn and just take so much shit. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It just lets the other 2 go, right? Like, it feels like it would be the really wrong thing to not pick Taunt. Oh, mate, are you joking? Like, that's sick. Don't get me wrong. That's very, very good. I don't think I need it. I don't know. Well, yeah. And we got the whole terror thing, right? Where it's like, it's just going crazy. Yeah, like, this is nuts. This is you take this all day, didn't you? Steals enemy Aether as a free action. I kind of like, which is kind of sick, but purges 2 enemy Aether if the target has burn, otherwise applies free burn. I mean, they've always got burn. I'd kind of love both. You actually like Drown? Drown is, yeah, I do like Drown as well. None of these are bad. Like, literally none of these are bad picks. We'll go with it. We'll go with Drown. We'll go with the vibes. None of them were bad picks. Like, legitimately, none of them were bad picks. It really was a case of, like, we weren't going wrong either way. You know? Random NPC. Epic loot drop. Aether Spring. What do you reckon? Aether Spring. Okay. Going forward, Aether Spring gives you a one lasting buff. Ah, okay. Then yeah, fair enough. Like, I could put myself at 25 shield. Yeah. Yeah, but the other one's coming to me anyway. This team is crazy, isn't it? This team is absolutely crazy. Yeah, let's just heal everyone. What am I missing for that? I think I'm missing each one of each, but that's fine. We can generate that. I mean, we're just gonna... That dies anyway, right? So... Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? Like, the purge stuff is just... Oh. This game's so sick, man. Oh my god. And Percy's full, so Percy's just gonna do whatever he wants. Just do that. Dude, that was like 45 damage or something that Percy just did. And also purged two of their aphids. Like, what is happening? Oh, sorry, that Grimoire did. Yeah, Percy definitely needs worthiness too. Like, absolutely screaming for it. This is a soul gate. It grants access to a sacred room, but only those willing to part with something that holds importance to their soul. Release a monster soul to gain entrance. I've got loads of monster souls though, right? Nicknames are permanent. Sick. I've like got quite a few monsters. Is there not a way I can check how many I've got? Yeah, I've got 5. So like this is fine to get rid of one, isn't it? Bunch of gold, fair enough. Don't hate that though. Gain banner. Right. At the end of each combat gains 2 extra gold. At the end of each combat claims 1 corruption from each one of your monsters. I mean, all day. Don't care about the gold, honestly. Oh, nearly. Chefy boy nearly saw me. Yeah, no, totally. Right, so I've got 2 stacks of redirect already on me. An 11 shield. So we just kind of want to do... I mean, we're just going to do this. 15 terror, turn 1 balance. It's a lot of damage. I can do it again, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I can just do it straight away again. I mean, the problem is like, the two at the back need to fucking die. Because they're going to be doing some shenanigans. Both of them are doing bad things. No, but it can kill. Plus I get a free action. Dude, that miss! No way! That miss is so bad. Nah, George! Dude, that miss killed me, bro. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, which is something. But I'd have killed otherwise and we wouldn't have taken that much hit and George would have been alright. I think we can... I'm pretty sure we can obviously come back from it, but like... Yeah, exactly. Which is fine, but like, dude, George was a monster, man. That moveset he had and everything was just so killer. But it's alright. So fucking unlucky, but... Come on. Cockatrice would be really good. You reckon Gargoyle? Alright, we'll give Gargoyle a go. Whenever an ally triggers sidekick, shields both attackers for 2. Have a look at your signature trait. Is there a way that I can right now? No, but we will. Allies with 7 or more shield gain +1 damage and +50% crit chance. That's pretty sick. Attacks of your allies increase the amount of terror on the attacked enemies by 33%. Rounded up instead of consuming stacks. At the end of your turn, consume 66% of all terror stacks on enemies rounded up. Hold on. Attacks of your allies increase the amount of terror on the attacked enemies by 33%. Rounded up instead of consuming stacks. Like, that's fucked. Of course we take that. Shield cell for 2 times 3, 1 times 14 earth damage against target enemy. Deals additional damage equal to the amount of shield on this monster. That's crazy. 3 times 7 fire / earth damage against target enemy. Applies side to itself. Oh my god! Yo, HBR, dude, what's up, man? Welcome in, bro. Thank you for the raid. How's it going, dude? Welcome on in. It's good to see you, man. How was your stream? What were you streaming? And for those that don't know me, it's lovely to have you here. I'm on the low end. We are playing a very, very fun game at the minute, which is basically like Slay the Spire meets Pokemon. It is a very, 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 very simple way of putting it. Like, it's not that at all, but it's a super simple way of putting it. And, yeah, this game is nuts. This game is absolutely nuts. Right, what are we saying? Was there an Elden Ring struggle through some bosses? Nice. Where are you up to now? What was the last boss you killed? Godskin Duo. Oh, good old Godskin Duo. What fun they are. This costs a lot of Aether. Very curious about this game. You know nothing. It's so sick. We're like in the middle of a run. Like literally there's 3 biomes. We're in biome 2 in the middle of a run. One of our monsters just died, but we've just picked up this one, so we're just leveling them up, getting the moveset sorted. That's 21 damage for mod. I know. And like putting sidekick on yourself is really good. Yeah, go on. Alright, allies with 7 or more shield gain +1. At the start of your turn, shields all allies for 2. Triggers 1 more time for allies with 50%. That's pretty good. Deals a hit with damage equal to half this monster's shield rounded up. I'm going to go with that. Shield cell for 2 times 4. Deals damage target enemy equals amount of shield. 3 times 3 water / wind damage against target enemy. Purges 1 enemy Aether. Uninterrupt shields all allies for 4. Heals all allies for 3 times 7. Yeah, okay. Right, easy. Yeah, Sidekick Shielder is very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Okay. So. Let's have a look at his ability. Earthen Striker. For every 15 shield this monster receives or applies to allies, applies Sidekick to self. That's nuts. Sidekick attacks of this monster consume all sidekick stats at once to deal their combined damage to the enemy. Additional stats consumed are affected by damage modifiers. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, this thing's kind of nuts. So, for those who are just coming in to basically explain this game is a roguelike, you know, like, say, the Spire is kind of thing, but it's Pokemon in the sense of there's kind of monster catching. There's certain conditions where you have to stagger a monster to be able to do it. But yeah, you'll fight monsters, you'll fight bosses at the end of each floor. We're trying to clear the void, and some of these things are just crazy. This team is nuts. There's a lot of different perks and a lot of different things. This is a scary fight. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, so this is kind of the battle mechanics. We've got a Grimoire, we've got 2 Grimoires actually, and one of these bat things. It's pretty mad, but our team can deal with this. We believe. Except Grimoire's doing some really horrible things right at the start, so we've got to fucking stop it. And I don't think we can. Oh, shit. Right. Shoot everyone for 4. What starter did I choose? You can't be the first area. My starter for this run was Mephisto at the top. But when my very, very first run was... I can't actually remember. I'm so sorry. Who did I get for my very first run? It was the... I want to call it Corviknight, because that's the easiest thing I can think of. The big steel bird. Begins with an M, and I can't think of its name. That's it, Minokawa. That was my first. And then we caught some really good ones off the bat. We caught a couple of good monsters straight away, but I might have got lucky with the blanks to be able to catch them. I've got to get stagger or something on this. I know Grim is. I need him to not, but I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I wish I had that. Well, this might be Rip Run, so we might be starting a new one anyway. Because Grim is about to fucking ruin my life. Oh no, that's right. We basic attack. We go down to basic attack, but Mephisto's going to die, I think. Yep. I did purge him, but he still took a life back, but that's okay. Man, I feel for Mephisto because like he was so close to getting to level 2, and he deserved it. He just couldn't make it happen. Oh, my team's fucked. Like, dudes at the back are gonna absolutely rip through. Yeah, I forgot. It's a new mod. I'm like a new guy. I'm not used to it. So dead. Not dead, but kind of dead. Have to heal. Would love to steal some Aether, but I don't think I can. Just kind of got to go for a stagger. Nix, forgot you renamed it. Yeah. The renaming thing I just found out is very much a thing. So my mons are permanently like called George and stuff now, which is pretty jokes. I don't think I've got Pixie. I don't think. I'm in so much fucking trouble, holy god. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, didn't do enough. Well, this run is dead, which is very, very sad. There's no way this run's not dead. Oh, dude, I forget. Yeah, I forget about items and stuff as well. I use them, then forget about them. That's fine. We go again. Dude, man, like, the moment George died, I feel so bad for Mephisto, though, because he so deserved a level up. He so deserved a level up. Right, we can go better.